Hey everyone, welcome to episode 31 of me building my Zenith CH750 cruiser. And today went about like most days. I had plans and goals and things I wanted to accomplish, and it just didn't. It happened, but the goal of getting the bottom skin completely riveted and done did not. I ended the day with almost everything reassembled except for the trailing edge. I've got clecos and rivets in almost everything at this point, and going back and riveting it together will only take another hour or two, but it's not done. So I guess my wife decided that she wanted to hang out with me today, so you see her sitting there. She actually helped out quite a bit here shortly with fixing the deburring tool that I mentioned in yesterday's episode. I actually basically pushed a little too hard on it at one point, popped the cutting blade out, and we had to do a little googling and internet searches to figure out, okay, well, how do you put it back in? And I needed to know that anyway because someday I'm going to have to replace the blade, and it's not hard. It's not obvious though. So and it's tiny. The blade is a tiny, tiny little thing, and you see us messing with it here, and now she's messing with it, and whatever. And finally, I'm like, hey, you're gonna have to see if you can Google this thing, and that's what she's doing there. And finally found about four different models of this thing, every one of them assembled slightly differently than the other, and it was kind of painful to figure out, but we did. And so I'm, working here on this is the wing attachment doubler. So it's part of the attachment bracket basically that goes on the outside of the plane. So it's just an 032L and a pretty substantial bracket there. At first I thought it was drilled wrong from the factory, and I couldn't figure out quite how to get it to line up. None of the holes were lining up. Well, a couple of them were, and that was the problem. A couple were lining up, and most of them weren't. And I was kind of at wit's end there, and took a couple pictures, sent it off to Roger for him to look at and see if he could provide any feedback on. And then almost immediately after that, I figured out my problem. And it was that I was using the left side on the right side. And once I flipped everything around, repositioned it, it didn't exactly go on the wing quite where I thought it would. So once I got the right one, the right piece, and positioned it in the proper place, then it wasn't that bad, that hard to deal with. So here you see I'm fitting the root skin, and I almost forgot about it, and almost forgot about the trailing edge too. You'll see that here shortly. So I knew I was getting tired. So I decided to end this day before I messed up anything that would cost me a whole lot of money. So I fit the root skin there. I'm over there now drilling out the 7/16 hole for the wing attachment fitting. I figured it'll be a whole lot easier to drill that hole now while the whole assembly is off the wing, and I won't have to try to hold a drill, up against the painted wing when I'm done, and risk messing that up. So I went ahead and knocked that out today, and basically everything now is in clecos, or most holes. Well, half the holes. Half the holes have rivets in them, and half have clecos. I've got to finish. You see me here putting rivets and clecos in the trailing edge. That's a mistake because I forgot the trailing edge. So there'll be more tomorrow. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.